Students, under the taxonomical aids, we were discussing about key. What is a key? Key, it is an analytical method of identification of organisms based on similarities and dissimilarities. It is based on the contrasting characters generally in a pair called couplet. So there is a pair of character we will use. If it is having a dry skin, no if there is no dry skin, we will take it to the salamander, that is amphibians. If organism is having dry skin, we will consider into like reptiles or lizard. A dry skin and hair is absent, lizard. Dry skins with the air it is having, and opposable. Okay, now air if it is present, we will take it as a tiger. No any opposable thumbs, then we will take it into the gorilla. So if it is the gorilla, again bipedal organism, then we will consider the humans. So this is what the couplet means, pair of characters which will be contrasting, means opposite to one another, whether it is going to belong to us or not belong to the certain group of organisms. Best example for the couplet I can say is monocot and dicot. A plant is having two cotyledons or single cotyledon. This is a couplet where we can say pair of characters are there. So that pair is like either it is monocot or it is dicot. So now each couplet has two opposite options. Of these, only relevant opposition is accepted and other is rejected. That is what we call it as key. Another one best example here we can say each statement in the key is called lead. So see, when we'll come to the key, first what is the key? Key is a analytical method. Give me a second. Key is a analytical method where what we will do, method of identification of organisms based on similarities and dissimilarities. It is based on the contrasting characters generally in a pair called couplet. Each couplet has a two opposite options. Of these, only relevant option is accepted and other is rejected. Each statement in the key is called lead. So now if you see further about a key here, so for example, if you take a bacteria, gram positive cells, they are gram positive bacteria, yes. If the gram positive and rod shaped cells, then we can say no cocci and pleomorphic bacteria, and it is rod shaped, can release oxygen. So yes, if it is taken, it is going to be what? Okay, can you release oxygen? No, then it is called obligate anaerobes. Yes, if you say, we will say it as a ferments lactose. Then if it is fermenting lactose, can use citric acid as a sole carbon source? No, then we call it as a non-lactose fermenters. If it is yes, we will take it as a pseudo gas, produce gas from glucose, produce hydrogen and sulfide gas, produce gas from glucose, we will take it as a Escherichia coli. No, then we call it as Shigella. Yes, if it is can use a citric acid, then produce hydrogen sulfide gas. Yes, then we will take it as a Salmonella. No, then we will take it as a produce acetone. If it is yes, produce acetone, then we will take it as a Enterobacter. If no, then we call it as Citrobacter. If you see the each character which is there, we call it as a key character, and key character as a two opposite options, what we call it as couplet, and every statement where we have made yes or no is called as a lead, students. Is that clear? So next in the taxonomical aid is flora. What is flora? It is the actual account of habitat and distribution of plants species of a given area. Okay, what is flora? Flora is the actual account of the plant species in a given area is called as flora. For example, you take flora of a pan Himalaya. So this is going to explain about what are the plants which are existing in Himalayan region. Manual on harmful marine microalgae. This is going to explain about few of the harmful microalgae which is existing in the marine environment, that means a salt water in oceans. Fungi flora of tropical Africa and taxonomy of Southeast Asian seaweed. So these all are what explaining particular type of a plant or organism or a species, and that will be confined to only single area. Here it is Himalaya, here it is marine environment, this here it is tropical Africa. In this book we are like Asian, Southeast Asian seaweeds we are concentrating. So what is flora, students? Flora is the actual account of habitat and distribution of plant species of a given area is called flora. Now, manuals. Next is manual. What is manual, students? Manuals are the recorded that contains the information of information for identification of names of a species found in area. Again, it is going to give information. So manuals are the records that contain information for identification of names of a species found in area. That is what we call it as manuals. Here again the flora of a pan Himalaya, it will give the names of a species existing in Himalaya region. So that is what we call it as manuals, students. Next what we have here is the monographs. Mono means single, graph means that is information or a recorded information. These are the records that contain information on any one taxon. So that single taxon they will focus. For example, either a genus or a species or a order existing in a given area will be focused, then it is called as monograph. A single species it is going to focus. For example, flora flora is correct. Okay, single species. Here microalgae they are focusing, yes, and here the fungi is focusing, right? And here the seaweeds are focused. So monographs, these are the records that contain information of any one taxon, then it is called as monographs, students. Next is catalog. So what is catalog? Catalog is, it is an alphabetical list of species. Okay, so alphabetically arranged list of species will be present in a given book, that is called as catalog. It is an alphabetical list of species, students. So alphabetically arranged list will be there, that is what we call it as catalog. And this completes what we call the first chapter, what we call the living world. What are the concepts you have discussed in the living world, students? So this is the second video, that second information where it is explaining mainly about the taxonomical categories and binomial nomenclature. So before this, in the first video what we have studied is, we studied about what are living organisms, silent features of the living organisms such as growth, reproduction, metabolism, sensing the environmental changes, and cellular. Among these, mainly the what we call it as growth and reproduction are non-defining features, whereas metabolism, sensing the environmental changes, and cellular are the defining features of the living organism. After studying about the defining and non-defining features or characters of a living organism, then we have started with the biodiversity. Okay, there are around 1.7 to 1.8 million species which are defined or classified by using taxonomy. So taxonomy includes characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature. So what is characterization? Defining certain characters to the organism. Then second comes identification. Based on the characters which are defined, organisms are identified, and then these are classified in the classification to which group they are going to belong. So then the scientific naming will be given, that is what we call it as binomial nomenclature, given by using the binomial nomenclature rules given by the Cornelius Linnaeus. So first is, every organism is called with the two names, so it is called as binomial nomenclature. One is a genus epithet, second one is a species epithet. Then second point is the meanings are derived from Latin and the Greek language. Why? Because it is less used, it is not going to change meaning. So throughout the world, the organism will be known with the same scientific name. Third is, genus is written with the capital letter first, then second species is written with the small letter first. First letter will be small. then when we are writing in the typewriting and printing, it will be in italics. If we are writing in ants, the name will be written separately and underlined, students. So then we discussed about taxonomical categories and each taxon, arrangement of them into what we called as the taxonomical hierarchy, and then we discussed about the taxonomical tools. In the taxonomical tools, we have studied like herbarium, botanical gardens, zoological parks, then key, then manuals, monographs, right? Then the catalogs, what we have discussed in the taxonomical aids. And this completes the chapter first, that is what is living organism, classification and taxonomical aids are the three important concepts where there you need to focus. So we will solve few MCQs questions on this topic so that we will get perfect students in the next video.